Okay, good morning. That's as far as I can zoom out because my desk is stacked pile high. Yeah, it's stacked almost up to the camera. I've been organizing and cleaning and sorting. Yeah, I've been busy. Good morning. It is Friday morning, December the 1st. Welcome December. Christmas is around the corner. Yes. Are you ready? You better be nice. Better not be naughty. Somebody's making a list. I think it's Santa Claus. He's checking it twice. I've been listening to that song. Do you have your tree up? I've seen a lot of trees out on Facebook. Yeah. And we got our tree up. We got the lights on it. We had to go to town yesterday for some other things, and we stopped at Walmart and it got some more of that gold beaded garland. We didn't have enough to go around the tree. So I got that, and I got some more hangers, and I got all the little, we're going to have a Hallmark tree with all my little additions in there. My little handmade ornaments. I found my little cinnamon ornaments that I made a couple years ago. So good morning and welcome. Welcome to my desk. So let's get started. Let me get out here over to my tablet, and I'm going to sort through the pile here on my desk. And we'll do some Friday art. I want to work in my December daily. I'm setting up my, I see one person out there. Is that me? Is that me? Now, I've had kind of a busy week again. Busy and lazy combination. Let me get out here to chat and set that up. There's that. Now let's set the quality up. Do all this before folks get in here, so I'm not disturbing anybody. So, of course, Penelope's here. Yeah. And let's put her in a safe spot. I'm going to work with this. I think I found a use for this thread. I'm going to work with this rotten thread. The thread breaks real easy. I was disappointed, and that was a Goodwill haul. I was disappointed with it. I don't think they should have sealed the package so people would pay $7 for a rotten thread. I have a issue with that. I'm working on my Christmas tree. We're going to do a little work on that this morning. I see 3 folks out there. Welcome, welcome up in the balcony. I wanted to show you this that I'm working on, some of my tatting. I got as many wreaths, Christmas wreaths, as I'm going to do finished. This is just a page and a scrap. Let me throw that scrap away and put the page over here. So now I have to stiffen my wreaths. I'd like to get them done. All right. So this is a box of my erasers. I just put them all in this box for now. And I did not get much done for Carve November, but I forgive myself. It's easy to forgive yourself, isn't it? This is shiny notes. This is just some black paper that I found that I'll probably use in my tatting journal. I'm going to be putting that together. I think on during the streamathon. And speaking of the streamathon, good morning, Dar. Hi, Arlene. Good morning, ladies. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy December 1st. Happy December 1st. Let me tip my camera just a little here. See if that helps a little. There we go. I got a 2004 calendar. I'm going to see if I can't actually doodle on these. It's Sea Lemon who does a doodle a day. Look, they got some, but I don't know. This one I got at the Dollar Tree. It's a jot calendar, but it's good enough for what I want it for. If I can just keep track of it. And these I've shown you before. These are pages from a journal I did when I first got down here. I need to bind those into something. And that's a piece of cardboard. I think these are papers I had down here by my desk. I moved because I needed to move boxes out. So this is more black paper and we'll come back to this box. Got some Christmas paper here. Yeah, we'll be working on that. This is, I used this pad last year, and they were selling it at Hobby Lobby again this year. 40% off. And some graph paper, pad, and these magazines. I've shown you these magazines. We went through, these were just things that were sitting down at the foot of my desk. And some white paper. Let me move these over here. And we're going to come back to this. I'll put this down here someplace. This is just desk scrap, which I need to clear off over on this side. But it's just desk stuff that I've been hoarding. Oh, dear Mary. I put stuff in boxes. Here's some more black paper. We're going to keep this paper out because I got this out for the next few pieces of the Christmas tree. So I can keep that out. What's this? Oh, this is a book. Yeah. It's upside down. U.S. Camera, 1943. I think I got it I got the cover off of it. It's all black and white. I think is what attracted me to this, was all the black and white pictures. I should do a black and white journal. I got black paper and black and white pictures. Here's more black paper. Yeah, I'm losing it over here. Hold on. Yeah, the phone cord. Hold on. Come on. That book is causing me issues. There we go. Black paper. Phone cord. I want to make sure that that's still plugged in or you'll lose connection with you guys. I got me a new, well, I found it. I didn't get it. I found it. A new cable for this tablet. I think it needs a new one. Sticker paper. I made those light bulb stickers. I was really happy with how they came out. I got about half of them cut. All right, Mary, what are you doing here? Put that there. And then these are just some books. I don't know. I might use this one for my December daily. I think I got this one out. Or maybe I got this one for, this is that U.S. Camera one, but it's pretty tall. And see, I'd already started pages several months ago for my tatting journal. Accordion style pages. And I'm going to be working on this during the streamathon. And I like this accordion fold because it leaves me room to put my tatting threads in there. I don't know, I might still go with that. This is a little Dollar Tree. I've already bent it out of shape. Let me put it under the desk here, see if I can't get it back into shape. All right. These are all sitting down at the foot of my desk. I had to move them so that I could get those boxes out. And this is my November and December. December, I think my desk journal for December is going to be just picking up stuff. I was watching Dee Dee, and she was showing her desk journals, one of her streams, where she said she just, for her desk journal, she just put in stuff like what I do with the calendar, you know, just scraps and bits and scrapes and a paint. I tend to put projects that I'm working on. This is for November. These were those stamps that I got from Lori Paint Girly Stamp Off, so I know what I have there if I ever go to November for that. So I'm just getting this stuff off my desk so that I can work. Let's welcome folks in. Let me refresh my chat again. What are you doing this weekend, folks? Hi, Becky. Good morning, Miss Becky. I saw you're all organized in your new space. I have missed seeing all the videos. I watched a couple of yours, but I missed a lot of other people. But it's good to see you getting settled in, Becky. Dara's here. She's saying hello to Becky. Becky said, my sorting and putting away continues. Mine too, except for I cleared out the dining room as much as I can. I'm waiting for my brother now to build me a bookcase. It's a 5-shelf bookcase that I got at Menards. But I'm going to put that in my stash room so that I have books that I need to put up on there that are just sitting on the floor and on chairs, and they need to be cleared out of there. And once I get that done, then, you know, I pretty well I cleaned up upstairs in the little closet. I've got that pretty well cleaned and sorted. But in the midst of doing that, I had to bring down the Christmas tree, and we got that put up. Don't have it decorated yet, except for the lights. I'm going to be doing that today. So Becky's here. Hi, Kimberly. Good morning, Kimberly. It's good to see you. And Dara's here. And Arlene. What is that link to, Arlene? She said she'd be, let me go check out this link. She popped the link to, the Streamathon. That link goes to the Streamathon, which is going to happen at the end of this month on I believe it's a Sunday, December 31st. I will be kicking it off early in the morning, and I will be streaming on Sunday morning and Sunday night. But the last I heard, Raul still has some open slots. I don't know how many, but Arlene dropped a link to his post, his Streamathon post. If you're interested in streaming in the Streamathon, you just stream for, an hour, or you set that up with Raul, help you find a open slot that works for you, and you just stream as you normally would on your channel. I'm sure you'll be welcome. He's doing he and Miriam, MMW, they're both doing a really, really good job. Let's see if I can straighten my camera. Let's see. Let's try pushing it this way a little and see what happens. Is that a little too much? And then up a little. So, let's see what's going on here. Yeah, Kimberly said, it looks great, Becky. It's nice and bright in Becky's new studio. Becky, okay, listen up. Listen up, folks. Becky says she's going live today at 11:30, and I believe that's Eastern time, to work on some more on the cat we started crocheting on Wednesday, which I totally missed. And I missed yesterday. We had to be gone yesterday. So Yep. I'll try to peek in on you today, Becky. I'm not going to start another project because I've got all sorts of tatting going. Let me show you well, let me finish here. We got Kimberly and Becky and Dar and Arlene. And who else is in here? If you're up in the balcony, welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Come on down and say good morning. I understand, though, if you can't chat. It's sometimes hard to chat if you're getting ready for a day or working on your art. You have your hands busy. It's hard to type. So these little stamps on this label that I got these from Lori. They came with my stamp haul from Lori Paint Girly. And it said on here, Malia gift. Well, I'm going, oh, I think these were meant for Malia. And Lori was in here when I was doing the haul video, and she said she'd check. And she did check, and she said to go ahead and keep them, that she's going to send something else to Malia. So here they are. I was keeping them out of the box because if I was going to send them off, I was going to get it done. So let's go ahead and let me show you where I am on Christmas. I made these little cones. I might make some more. It just depends on, I want to work on get the tree done. Got some little mini trees here. Those will hopefully make some decorations. And I stiffened this wreath. I don't know about this Mod Podge. It kind of, I don't know if I put it on too thick, but it didn't go, it's kind of dulled it kind of, if you could see it, I don't know if holding it up close to you would, if you could see it, kind of dulled it in a way. And I can see some, some pieces in here where it's, so I don't know. I may try one with liquid starch. I did up 3 of these. Now this may be heavier. I've got 2 more out in the other room. I'm going to check them and see if they are dulled. But I have close to 40 of these now. But I would say maybe 6 of them I'm going to hold back because they're going to go to people I want them to go to. Now I'm going to put a red bow in here and a gingerbread man. So, but I have to stiffen them. I want to get them done. And I'm not saying I'm going to have a giveaway because I don't know, because I don't want to overcommit. I'm kind of putting the brakes on my opening my mouth and saying I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and then I never get it done. So, I've been working on my icicles for the tree. I've got some more in here. I did 10 of them yesterday while I was waiting on my brother. So, we got quite a few icicles. I think I need 30 of them, I estimated, and I've only got 20. So I want to do, they're pretty easy to work up. And I made these little books. So, got little miniature stuff in here. Let me put these back in here and get this off my box. Off my desk. And here are, I am working on tatting some different things. These are, I want to show you these. Do I want to show you this one? I'll show you this one. I'm working on tatting a Celtic heart. Now, I think my tatting is good, but I don't think I have the Celtic heart threaded the correct way. It's not bad, but it's not good either. It's not the way the pattern shows it. Let me just wrap this around here, and I'll hold this up so you can see it. It's an easy pattern if you're, and this is needle tatted. I'm still learning to shuttle tat. Let me hold this up so you can see it better. It's Celtic. I wouldn't give, and it looks like a heart, but this part in here is not threaded right. It's okay, but this should be more of a heart shape in there. And I just didn't get it looped around right. So it'll go in my tatting journal. Then I have to stiffen all of these. These are all the wreaths that, see, I've been busy. I've got a whole stack of them. I think I have close to 40. Whole stack of wreaths here. And like I said, I'm not going to commit to a giveaway until I know I can give them away. Now, when I send them, though, if I put a ribbon in here, it'll add a little bulk, but that little charm that I got, I thought was going to be thinner than it is. It's pretty thick. And I don't know about putting it in envelopes, so I may do something else instead of the gingerbread man, because I want these to lay flat. I want them to lay flat when I put them in the envelope. And I was thinking about printing cards and making a door. Now, ignore this thread. Well, I think I want that thread to be there because I want you to be able to take it off of the card and hang it on the tree if you want. But I was thinking that I could print some cards up pretty easy and maybe just print the door and make several doors and just have them fit in a small envelope. But even this, I think, is going to have some bulk. See, this is it. I tend to get all involved in doing this stuff, and I get so involved that the deadline passes, and I don't know. Could just go to the store and try to buy some cards and put them in there, but we'll see. We'll just see where I go. And some of these are smaller than, this may be one I'll keep for myself. This is a smaller one. I don't know if I was tatting really tight that day. Looks like I was under some stress that day. But it's a nice little wreath. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just small. It's tinier than the others. So there's those. And I haven't showed you the other. There's one other tatting project I want to show you. Let me put this back before I lose it. While I was, the Celtic heart pattern comes from it needs to be shaped here. It comes from the pattern library at the online tatting class. So if you're a member of that group, I think you can get access to it. Now this I got, and I'll have to get the link. This is not my pattern, but I've kind of altered the pattern to fit my needs. I am doing some trim here. Let me get it out on this paper. And I'm not a beader, but I'm playing with putting beads on it. Isn't that pretty? And I'm just going to work on this. I'm going to work on this until I'm bored with it totally and set it down. I would like a pretty long piece because I have some greenery, a swag. Now, I think I'm going to go ahead and put the swag up because it'll take me a while to do this. But I would like to have 6 feet of this. And I don't know. I've got 2 of these. I think I can get 6 feet out of it. But it's not a hard pattern because these are just rings. And then this is that Jacobian stitch where I only do the first half of the stitch. And yeah, I think it's a very pretty trim myself. And I'll have to get the link of the person that I got the pattern from. It's in the other room. And when I show it again, right now, all I can say is this is not my pattern. This is not my idea, except for the beads. 2 things I did to this was she had beads in here. She did not have center beads. So I put the center beads in a little bit larger because I wanted it beadier. Because I'm going to put it on a swag, so I'm thinking these center ones will show up a little bit more. And then she only had 10 stitches between each one of these, and that made it half the length. Though I put in 20, so there's 40 stitches from here to here, 40 half stitches. So I've been playing with that. I started that yesterday after we got home, and we didn't get home till 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Then we had to unload the car and put things away. So by the time I got started working, it was 7 or 8 o'clock. And I was tired. What I like about these type of patterns is they're not complicated, even for me, and I can relax while I'm doing it. When you're taking a class like I am with the online tatting class, you're taking the class to learn, and you're trying new techniques, and it's not as relaxing because you're learning, you're concentrating, you're having to, did I do this right, or how do you do that, or something like this. You can just sit down, and it's like, it's almost meditative. So except for the beading, these beads are just plastic beads, but that's okay. I got them at Walmart. And then the other thing I wanted to show you before we get started on any art is when we went to Walmart yesterday, I got the beaded garland, but I also saw this nutcracker trim. And this was $7. I thought, well, if I wait until after Christmas, it may not be there. So I went ahead and picked up this nutcracker trim. And of course, my brother was standing behind me and going, what are you going to do with that? Sometimes he gets to me. Sometimes he bothers me when I'm shopping because, he questions everything I buy. And if it's too much, he'll go, woo, and I sit there going, just leave me alone. And I was buying mouthwash yesterday. I use the Listerine, the Total Care. And I was looking at some they have out for gums, and it happened to say to help your gum health. And it happened to say for bleeding gums. And he was standing right behind me. Do you have bleeding gums? And I'm sitting there going, would you just leave me alone? I put it back and got the other kind. So he kind of controls my pocketbook when I go shopping, and I'm not used to that because I'm used to shopping for myself. So sometimes it gets a little annoying. That's the way life is. I love him. He's my brother. I'm very thankful for him, but sometimes he gets on my nerves. And that's me. I can control that. So there we go. That's my show and tell for this morning. All right. So what do we want to work on? Let's work on, I'm going to make some smaller. I'm going to, instead of tracing all around, I'm just going to make it maybe end it here and then end it up here someplace. I want to make some smaller ones for the Christmas tree. But before I do that, let me set this down. What I need to do is, and I got to be careful that I don't bump the camera. I'm going to bump the camera regardless. Is I need to put spacers in here for these larger ones. And what I decided I was going to do, and let me just push it up there. I have some poster board I found while I was sorting out stuff. And I thought I had a piece that had already been cut, but I guess that was black. What I'm going to do is cut some strips and roll them. So let's start with that, and then I'll just wrap them, space them out here, put a strip in. I'll have to hot glue them or glue them tape them, I guess, would work. I think glue would work better. So let me get this off the table and cut several strips here. I want to get this tree done because it's December 1st. Christmas is on its way. We're decorating for Christmas. Yeah, I decided we're going to have Christmas this year. So I think I'm going to start out with 1.5 inches for the bottom one, and then maybe inch. So let me get some of this stuff out of the way. Ribbon off my desk before it rolls off. Get the tatting off. And let me come out and look at chat before I get started here. Put that lady there to break up the white. Did Roy pop in? Did Mr. Roy pop in? Hi, Roy. Hi, Nina. Good morning, Nina. Good morning, Roy. Who else popped in that I'm not seeing? Kimberly, Aunt Beck, Mina. Arlene. Let's go back. Let's go way back. Here's where Roy came in. All right. I'm back to where Becky said she's sorting and putting away. Her sorting and putting away continues. This is right where Becky came in. And she's not fully done yet. She has 2 small piles left to go through. Oh, I wish I only had 2 small piles. Although I will say my piles are getting smaller. So I sorted through a lot of boxes the other day. Upstairs. I'm very happy with how that I converted the bathroom that we're not using to a storage room. And my brother had some big, in fact, they look like this, white tables that when he was selling his airplanes, they take them to craft fairs. And he had 2 of those. And we had some in that little secret closet in there. He had some carpet padding, you know, that goes underneath the carpeting that were just left over from whenever they carpeted. It's still good. And the water is turned off upstairs. And I cleaned out the bathtub and I mean, the water to the bathroom upstairs is turned off. And I put plastic storm window sheeting. I lined the bathtub with that just in case. And of course, the boxes would probably get wet anyway. And there's no boxes in the bathtub. I put that carpet padding in the bathtub, so it would get all wet. We'd probably have to throw it away, but my brother said to throw it away anyway. So if something happened, it's really no harm done. And I got some old canning jars in there. And then I put those 2 white tables over the bathtub, and that really made a nice area to stack my boxes. They're all inventoried up there. I have a few that are not inventoried, but they're things like I bought some little jelly jars when I was doing that dyeing with rosemary and not the waxing, something else. I bought some little smaller jelly jars, and they're the leftover ones are up there in a box and stuff like that. I've got stacked up there on that. And there's a lot of room in there yet for me to take some more stuff up, but I want to get my books out. So Becky and I seem to be in the sorting and I've been organizing for the last 5 years. Let's see. Becky said she's going live today at 11:30 to work out some more of the cat we started crocheting on Wednesday. So watch for Becky at 11:30. I believe that is Eastern. She's hoping nothing goes wrong today as my motherboard is dying. Oh, no. Oh, dear. I hope it stays alive for your stream, Becky. Here's where Roy came in. He says, thank God it's Friday, Meri. TGIF. Just a quick visit. Early morning chores are calling. Happy Friday to all you lovely atelierettes out there. Oh. Roy's got chores to do this morning. Enjoy your weekend, Roy. Kimberly says hi to Roy. Dar says hi to Roy. Lori did an awesome walkthrough of her Christmas decor yesterday. It's so beautiful. Oh, you know, I saw just a pinch of that. I was not able to stay the whole time. I saw a pinch of where she was showing a box that she had done. Hi, Arlene. I'm using yarn you sent me to make the cat. Oh, cool. Whoops. Almost put somebody in timeout. Celtic, not Celtic, Becky says. It's Celtic. And I tend to pronounce it like I see it. It's Celtic. Keltic. Thank you, Becky. I'll try to remember that. I was pronouncing chameleon as chamelon. And going, it's chameleon, Meri. It's Celtic, Meri. Let's see, Meri. Arlene says, Meri, have you tried Stiffit? Gail, F-A-V-A, uses it on doilies, and it looks great. No, I haven't. Stiffit. I wonder if I can get that. You know, I have noticed, have you guys noticed that your Amazon deliveries are late? I have 2 Amazon deliveries that are really late. And I'm trying not to be crabby about it because I know it's a holiday, and I think they had a big snowstorm back east. I don't know if that would have affected my stuff or not, but way in the eastern part of the country, up north, didn't they have a big snowstorm? I think I saw that. Mina says hello. Arlene dropped a link to the online tatting class. We had our first session last Tuesday. She's only going to be teaching on Tuesdays now. Another lady is supposed to start a tatting design class, but I haven't heard much from her, and I don't think anybody has. So, you know, I'm kind of sad that, I don't know, maybe she's, you know, we were told to be patient, so... but our tatting class was on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Well, our instructor gave up Thursday so we can do the design class. So we won't be having Thursday classes anymore. But I guess I can move on and do something else on Thursday. There's a little hole here or something. What is that? Looks like it was glued onto something. I got this as Goodwill. Not Goodwill, yes, it was Goodwill up in York. It's the one I don't normally go to. Let's see. Mina says good morning. Mina, they're saying good morning to Mina. Who else popped in here? Roy, Mina, Kimberly, they're all dropping hearts and kitties. Kimberly says, I'm sorry I was hitting the heart button. I got carried away. Roy says, I dislike shopping with anyone else. I'm a power shopper and a browser at the same time. I need to be on my own. I do too. I really do. What gets me about I don't mind my brother being with me, but when he starts commenting about my purchases or the price or why I'm choosing something, that kind of annoys me. I try to be patient with him because, you know, he's a good brother, but, you know, sometimes I get a little poopy about it, to say the least. Kimberly says, oh, Mama, no candles around that tree. Oh, you talking about my paper tree? No, I'm not going to put candles around my tree. I did find some little LED lights that, gosh, I must have got them 2 years ago, and they're still in the package. I don't know if they'll work or not. I thought I'd get them out and try them. I have over on my desk someplace around here, I mislaid it, Holly's candle. Holly Dalton sent me a candle after I lit my desk on fire. Mina says, I like shopping on my own. I can go where I like and spend as much time or as little as I please. Well, my brother had a doctor appointment yesterday, and kind of a follow-up appointment. and he drove. And I don't think he was in a very good mood after that. He was pretty quiet. And he doesn't like to walk a lot. He's more of a, I know what I want, let's go get it, and don't pay too much for it type person. And I'm a person like, I want to go to the thrift store. Well, we didn't go. I got clean up around here first. Did Teresa pop in? Good morning, Teresa. She probably popped in 20 minutes ago. I'm still getting there. Let's see. Kimberly says, hope you are feeling better, Teresa. I think Teresa went through a surgery. I hope you're feeling better too, Teresa. She went up to the balcony. Becky says she needs to do laundry at some point today, but I'm putting it off until this afternoon. Wait till after your stream. You'll be in a better mood. Oh, thank you. Arlene dropped a link to, is it Aileen Stiffit? Is that, an Amazon link to Stiffit. Let me open this with, what do I have here? It's opening, hold on. I'm using my tablet that's very slow. Oh, no, what did I get here? Oh, I see, hold on. Yeah, I see it. Stiffit, Aileen Stiffit. You know, that might be at Hobby Lobby. They have a lot of Aileens. I don't think they would have it at Walmart. $20 though. Ooh, for $19.41. That's kind of a little expensive. How many ounces? For 8 ounces? $20 for 8 ounces? Boy, you'd have to be careful with what you put that on there. I don't know about the price, Arlene. I might just go to liquid starch because nobody's going to wash those wreaths. Liquid starch, the drawback with using liquid starch, you don't want to use spray starch on your pieces because it'll flake. That's what I'm hearing. Liquid starch is used, but the drawback about putting it on doilies is when you wash them, it all washes out. But nobody's going to wash those little wreaths, so I may try some on liquid starch because that's what I've been thinking I would use. I bought some. There was one exception to shopping, Nina says, when my mother and sister were alive. I'd love to go to the thrift shops with them. Yeah. We would celebrate our treasures together. Cool. Well, I was going to start out with 1.5 inches. So let's start out with that. And then, excuse me, let me just mark this. You know, I could, I think, fit this on my trimmer. I think this will fit in my trimmer. Let's see if I can reach for that. Is that it? I got a trimmer and some paintbrushes. Oh. Let's see if I can just cut this on my trimmer. It's not thick. Let's see if that, no, it's just a little too wide. But you know what? I think I'm going to fold it like, let me fold this in half. I'm doing this off the camera, folding it in half here. And hopefully the fold will fall at the right place. If it doesn't, no biggie deal for what I'm doing. This is just poster board I probably got at the Dollar Tree. Now, let's just cut about, oh, let's cut 1 inch off because I'll use that. I'll use it up above. Oops. All right. No, it didn't cut all the way through here. Hold on. I was cutting 2 pieces at once. All right, now I can cut this way. And I want 1.5 inches. I guess I'll... Oh, no, it barely fits. I should have gone a little bit more. I'll push this up a little after I want 1.5 inches for my first piece. I'll move this up a little so that I can get it down here. And it doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to be, stuff like this won't matter because I'm going to roll it around that bamboo to make a spacer. So these are going to be 1 inch. And my brother's ex-wife, or not ex-wife, his ex-significant other, she's passed away, she had some pencil trees up there. By pencil trees, I mean that they're little trees. And I don't think she's even taken them out of the box. I don't think she ever took them out of the box. I don't know. I would like to decorate up for Christmas. I'd like to have a Christmas this year. Yeah, that's off. I'm going to have to trim a little off of this. It's driving me nuts. Come on. Stuck in there. I can fit this in better. Yeah, I have to keep the candles away from this tree. It still needs a little cut off here. Geesh, I should have measured, I guess. How much? About another 1/4 inch off of this. Grief. Good grief. Take that much off. Now it should fit. And this should be the only piece I have to cut. Oh, there go my scissors. Because let's see, this would be 1, 2, and I think I can get 2 out of these. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I probably only have to do half of this, and we'll wait and see if I need the other half. Now that I got it all pared down. I want to work on my Santa Clauses. I want to work on my decorating. I'm going to be busy. What can I say? I have a lot to do. My December desk journal, though, is just going to be kind of a wrap-up of the entire year. This isn't going to fit. I'm going to cut it down on the fold here. Trim it down a little. I'll cut it right. Right there. a little over an inch. Maybe I'll make that the second one. All right, let's get this off my desk. Put it back under my desk so I know where it's at. And I dropped my scissors someplace. They fell or something fell. Wasn't scissors, was it erasers? I thought I dropped my scissors. Cutting board. I did, didn't I? Well, I'm not going to hunt all over for them. I'll just get out another pair. And finish cutting this. All right, they'll show up. Put this aside. Now, what I want to do is get out my hot glue gun, which happens to be someplace here. Let's find it. What did I do with it? Did I put it back over here? It's my iron. What did I do with my hot glue gun? Well, I put it in a safe spot. I guess I won't use the hot glue gun, which would probably work though. What did I do with that hot glue gun? Mary's looking, hold on. Usually it's over here on my desk, out of the way. But I don't see it there. My iron in my toolbox. I do not see my hot glue gun. What did I do with my hot glue gun? I don't even see Becky's. Usually I have Becky's as a backup. What's this? Hold on. Let me reach. I got glue sticks. I got a melter's pot. Huh. 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 What did you do with it, Meri? Usually I move it out of the way. Hold on, let me move some stuff I brought out from yesterday. Well, let's kind of look at this stuff. I'll run across it as I'm sorting. As I was sorting the back closet there, I have stuff that, like these are Christmas cards. This is all Christmas wrapping paper, Christmas cards. I thought I could use up maybe this year for decorations and stuff. So I popped those out, got those out. And these are trims. This is stuff I got I think from Sophia. I don't know if Johnny was selling for Sophia or where, but pretty gold trims, more Sophia stuff. Yeah, I don't know if I might want to save this for, not for Christmas. I might use the gold trim. I got some red in here too. Oh, that's more of a, well, that would go. Let's see what else I have. I got the big thick stuff, but I don't know if I want to use that in my December daily. I might save that for something else. And I don't know about this. This doesn't, it might work. I'm going to save this out for December daily. And while I'm at it, let's just go grab over here, because I got my sewing machine out in a place where I'm going to work on it today after I decorate the tree. I got all these pieces that we did the other day. Or I started and then I finished them. pressing the little, these are going to be sewn on the edges of the journal pages. So that's something I need to do. I need a sack to put all this in. Bigger than that. Oh, what do I have? And let's see what's this. This is the sack of trims. Actually, I'm gonna put that back in the back room. I'm really looking for my glue gun, but I think I got stuff stacked around it here. Here's a sack I can put those trims in. This is Christmas fabric. I might use some of this in my December daily, maybe on the cover. This is pretty. I got this last year, I believe. Isn't that pretty? I might use that on the cover. And then this is just, well, there's some Santa Claus and bulbs. Those Swedish horses and gnomes and Santa Clauses. I got all of this last year. Christmas snowflakes. So I might put this with my fabric stash. Keep it out for Christmas, but I'm going to put all of these in here. I'm going to take them out to where my sewing machine is, and I'm going to have a sewing session today. Maybe I'll watch Barboen while I'm doing that. And so that goes out in the other room. And this is some fabric. I don't know if I'm going to use it. That I used last year at Christmas. And this is cotton. This is not pillow ticking. This is not ticking. This is more of a cotton fabric. And I'll get out last year's journal, which I never really got finished. But I did some nice pages. And I might put some more stuff in it if I get started on December daily stuff. This is a Christmas box, and I think I have a lot of papers in here. A lot of, this is July and August. There's a zine in there that I think it's a trial zines. Really need to go in the December stuff. But these are just scrappies. Scrap papers, and not all scrap, but leftover stuff. Nancy Drew. These could go in my December. That might be what this all is about, because there are extra pages and stuff here. I think I was saving these for a desk journal. Some of this stuff I won't be using, but here's another March, April. I love that. Yeah, all of this is journal stuff here. So, I'm just going to put that back. That's probably why I had those sample zines in there. They're all off while I was trying to figure things out. This is going to go, I'll go back in the sack. Turn that box this way. I don't know when I'll get to that. I'm going to concentrate on my December daily first. I got my Goodwill bag here. So that really needs to go. Accessible, but not too accessible. I got another sack out here. I'm looking for my iron. I put it someplace. I mean, my glue gun. I don't know what I did with my glue gun. This is some Dollar Tree fusible interfacing. I thought I'd try that. Dollar Tree stickers. Oh, look, I got some Christmas snowflakes. What else do I have here? Oh, I bought these hair clips. And what's this? I bought some paper cups, and I'll put those out over here because I'll be wanting those. Put them where I can reach them. And I'm going through my Dollar Tree sack here. I got some wooden beads that I thought I might paint, and some jingle bells. So let's keep the beads. Well, I don't know about the beads. Let's keep these out. And that's, well, I got some white ones, so let's try the white ones. And the jingle bells. And we'll put this over here. And then, this is the swag that I have that I thought I would wrap that padding around. It needs to be fluffed up a little. I got it at the thrift store. Cost me $4. It's not a bad, it's, well, I thought it was 6 feet. I think it's more like 12 feet. So I'll probably put this up on the archway, either between the dining room and the living room, or between the living room and my studio. And so I got that. I'm going to keep that out. I'm going to keep out the Christmas stuff. I'll take this out in the other room because I'll probably put it up today if I can figure out how. And I'm still looking for my my glue gun. Christmas cards I'm going to keep out. I don't know if I'll use, these two need to go someplace else. I'm going to put these in here with the Christmas, and when I get to working on my December daily, let's see, I'm going to have a Christmas box, and I have Christmas boxes left from other years that I'll probably go through and see what I can get. Let me reach down here. I'm going for more of more of these. I'll never use them all, but I thought they'd make nice tag ties. And this, I think, might go on the outside of my December daily. It's awfully pretty, this lace. I think that's a beautiful lace. So I'm going to put that in the sack, and I'm reaching down here for this tissue paper. And let's see what else I have here. I have some napkins, another tree branch, some Christmas paper. I think that's the end of it. Some erasers, and then what's left over here is white paper. Oops, here's some lace. I want to concentrate on my December daily pretty much, and the tree. That goes in a journal someplace. All right, so let me just put all of this in this sack, and this will go, I'll be reaching into this for various stuff. And haven't found my glue gun yet. I'll put it down with that fabric. These are the stamps that Lori sent me. What did I do with that glue gun? Here's my heat gun. I found that. You know what works really good if you have carpeting, like my, this is a den in here that I'm working in, and it's got carpeting, and I tend to get little scraps of paper and threads and all of that. This squeegee, and you can see I used it on paint when I was doing a jelly plate session, but that doesn't hurt. But if you run this over your carpet, it really picks up and puts in a pile all those little bits that you're sitting there on the carpet and trying to get up without vacuuming. And I'll do this underneath my chair after I get done with my online sessions, and it just sweeps all of those little, it's really good for doing that. Well, I got a Christmas book here. I'm going to get this off. Keep this in here. And Becky's probably moved on to whatever she's doing with her day, but I bought some knit fabric. I'm going to try to cut me a pattern of leggings. This was only $4. And I bought a needle. What did I do with the needle? A ballpoint needle. But I don't have any polyester thread, I don't believe. And they're recommending when you sew with knits to use polyester thread. So I don't know if I'm going to wait till after Christmas to play with this. I'd like to sew my own leggings. I don't like the leggings that they putting in the Dollar Tree now, or the Dollar General where I usually get them. You find something you like and they mess it all up for you. Let's see. I've got some other stuff here. I'm still sorting through stuff here. I pulled it all out. What's this? Oh, this is more Christmas. These are ribbons that I'm going to put on the little wreaths here. I got those. I bought some Sharpies to write with. And this is the thread I bought. This is for Christmas sewing, but I'm pretty sure this is cotton, Coates and Clark. This is hand quilting thread, but I got it for stitching. I got it for those wreaths and stuff. And then I bought some extra erasers. So let me put all that in there. This could really go in the Christmas box. Let me just take the erasers out and put them over here. Hold on, you guys. I'm kind of sorting as I go because I'm looking for my glue gun. I can't do anything without my glue gun. I don't know what I did with my glue gun. It's terrible. So I'm going to take these ribbons, and I estimate that I'll probably use about 9 inches of ribbon per wreath. And 9 inches, well, these are only 3 yards, I believe, these little packages. Yeah, 3 yards. And 9 inches times, well, 9 will go into 36 4 times. So I could only get 4 wreaths out of one little reel, and I got 40 of them to do, so I bought several of them. Put the jingle bells in there. This will go back with my fabrics. What did I do with my glue gun? Now we're back to, oh, yeah, I got a whole stack of those good old day magazines that I need to take those upstairs. And I got a bunch of fussy cut papers. And I found it. It was buried. I found it. This I got at Goodwill. It was only $1. And, you know, I'm not planning on doing anything right away, but it'll be there when I need it. So I'm going to take this stuff upstairs because I need the room down here, as you can tell. All right, I found my glue gun, but I have a bunch of other Christmas stuff here I want to put in that sack. I got Christmas ribbon here. I'm going to put that nutcracker stuff in there. I got some ribbon that I've had around for I don't know how long. I got this at the Dollar Tree. I thought it would be fun to play with this, do something with this. It's Christmassy. And let's see. I bought 2 of those little wreath things. That's my tatty. That's my tatty. I think I'm almost down to, oh, wait, not yet. Christmas cards here. They'll go in that sack. This is how I build my Christmas box. Here's more of that paper. That'll go in there. What this is. That could stay out. And then I have a stack of books and magazines that I'm not even going to get out here. Let's see what else in the Christmas box here. I got some here. Some of the smaller plaid ribbon fabrics that I'd gotten last year, and a scarf. Do you think I have a December daily going here? I'll put all of this. I got 2 boxes, Christmas boxes, at thrift store for this year. And what I don't use, I put back into what I call my Christmas box. And I think I have a Christmas box for every year I've been down here. I've got about 7 of them. So I've got plenty to work with here. And I just accumulate it as I go. This will all go out in the Christmas box. I'll be getting those Christmas boxes out. Let me put this fabric in there too. I don't want to ruin my padding here. All right. I'm going to have to jump over a pile when I go out. Let's get out. The joy of Christmas. Let me come out and chat. I want to I want to work on my tree. I got a pen here, journaling ink pen. Where I got that. I think I got it in Happy Mail or a giveaway or something, because it doesn't have a price. It doesn't have a sticker on it. So that tells me I probably didn't buy it. All right. Let me get caught up with chat. Live chat. I'm at the very bottom. Becky said, I have a basket kit from Goodwill too. Oh, you do? Is that what it is? A basket kit? It would, could we wrap? I'm not, well, I could make just a plain basket, but what if I wrapped fabric around that? The Coats and Clark's threads are polyester coated cotton. You have to use a zigzag stitch when sewing knits. Okay. I like the zigzag stitch, to tell you the truth. Arlene says, I rarely use a hot glue gun. That mine is in a closet, easy to find. Well, what I want to do is make some little tubes. Maybe roll up, and I'm going to have to roll them the size of those bamboo sticks there, or various, like that. And I just want to put a little spot. I'm going to wrap it around. I'm not going to roll it and then try to fit it on. I'm going to wrap it around. You'll see me do it. And then, you know, I'm going to wrap it a couple times so that it will form a little place for these to rest on. That's what I'm thinking. We'll get at it and see how it works. That's good information, Becky. I might try to sew a little scrap knit, but I'm thinking you could call them leggings or slacks, whatever. Mine might turn out to be more slacks. Just stuff to wear around the home. Now, that piece of gray fabric, I put it over where I'm going to put my fabric stash. That roll of gray knit fabric there, I got it's 2 yards, and they had it in the remnant pile. And I thought, you know, I'll just, a 2 yards should make me a pair of leggings, because you cut them on the fold, and I should be able to fit 2 yards in there. We'll see. Get your bone folder and cut the paper, Leah says. Oh, to curl it? And curl the paper. Yeah, that's a good idea, Leah. I will do that. Excellent idea. She's saying I could curl this with the bone folder. Let's get that out. What did I do? The bone folder now. I thought here it is. I try to put this stuff back, and I do pretty good on some things. I forgot to get X-Acto blades. I'm thinking I got well, bone folder. I think maybe a pencil. A fat paintbrush here. Like this. This works as a bone folder. But let me finish looking at chat here. Arlene says she can find her glue gun. Cadar says, yay, she found it. Yours could be caning for chairs. Well, I threw it in the pile to take upstairs, or I'd go look. I threw it 4 feet away. It could be, I don't know. It was in I didn't see any instructions in there, so I don't think it's a kit. I think it's some extra that somebody had left over. Let's see. Let me go scroll up. Kimberly says, ugh, I made a mailing mistake yesterday. I put stamps on all my envelopes and totally forgot that Janet Nash's was in there. So there's just one stamp on it. It's addressed to the UK. Oh, no. Well, you know, did you just drop it in the box? Usually I take my mail to the clerk when I have a whole stack of mail, because I usually have extra postage put on and have them weigh it and everything. And if I miss something like that, they usually catch it for me. If you drop it in the deal, in the box, Arlene says, Kimberly, it'll come back to you marked insufficient postage. Kimberly says, I hope they mail it back to you. Oh. Arlene says, Roy Bootsy's channel. She dropped a link to Roy's channel and to Becky's channel. Don't forget, Becky's going to go live today at, I think she said 11:30 Eastern. She's going to work on a cat that they started Wednesday. I want to see what that's all about. Arlene says, who wants to go treasure hunting in Mary's room? You guys, you would run. You would run. Although I am getting better. I am getting better because I'm able to take stuff upstairs now, because I finally got that bathroom storage organized upstairs. So, yeah, my camera's crooked now again. What way? This way? Or no, I think it goes back this way. Now I'm playing with the camera. Kimberly says, good morning, Leah. Did I say good morning to you, Leah? Stiffy. I think that Stiffy's kind of expensive there on Amazon. $19 for 8 ounces. I think I would just, for my projects, just as well use Mod Podge, or, well, Mod Podge I think kind of dulled it, but I might got too much on that piece. Or starch. Does Stiffy wash out? Mary, that link leads to a bottle that's less than $8. Well, why did I see $19? Oh, and she put another brand up there at Joann's. Another brand to a bottle that's less than $8. Becky says she needs to do some laundry at one point today. Okay, I'm way back up there. Did Ruth pop in? Did Ruth pop in? Somebody saying hi to Ruth. Hi, Ruth. Hi, Ruth. I don't see Ruth coming in. I see people saying hi to her. Well, Ruth, I didn't see where you came in, but everybody's saying hi to you. So good morning, Ruth. Good to see you. All right. So what I'm going to do here, be nice to get these, at least the bottom layers, put on there. Let me plug this in and get out some extra glue sticks. I should be able to get to those fairly easy. I'll put all those books in front of the drawer, though. Oh, dear Mary. There's extra glue sticks. I put, those are the crystal ones. I don't want to use those. I got the crystal clear ones for wax seals, which is another project for another day. AdTech. non-yellowing. I thought I had some Dollar Tree ones. I like to use the Dollar Tree stuff, cheapy stuff. Here, let's put these back. I got some of that stuff for my wax seals. All right. So here's let's plug the glue gun in. Maybe put an extra glue stick in it here. Yeah. If I can get the bag open. Sometimes I have to... These bags, they befuddle me sometimes. I open and close them, open them and close them to figure out which is the opening. All right, and let's get a towel under here just so it can drip down. Hold on to that for me. And let me plug this in, get my tree out. Oh, that's going to be an issue. Let's put it this way. No, that's not going to work. All right. And let's plug the glue gun in. I might have to do some adjusting here. It's dark down here. All right, glue gun's plugged in. Heat gun's sitting here. All righty. So what I want to do, I guess I'm going to have to take these off. Let me take all the extras off because they're just in the way. And of course I tore it. I worked so hard to get them all on there. This is going to be a pretty tree once I get it done. I just hear my brother saying, where are you going to put that? Oh, I'll find a spot. I think I'm going to take Becky's. I got it in last year's Christmas box. Becky sent me a swag for Christmas cards. And I think I'm going to put it out on the kitchen window. We've got a pretty wide kitchen window. And there. Now, what I want to do, maybe pull this glue gun down just a little bit more and put this, what I want to do, Penelope, I'm going to get you out of the way. Is put some hot glue there. I should have fingers here. I didn't get any fingers. I'm going to have to be careful. Put some glue here. Let's see. Let me get on my red dot here. I'm not on the red dot. Okay. And let me tip my camera a little to... Let me tip my camera just a little. It looks okay up here, but not... Maybe I can put this way. Might work a little better. And let's just move this up while I'm working on it. So, keeping my fingers out of the way, put a little bit of glue. Let's see. Let's put this paintbrush thing up here to hold on to this. Now, hold on. I'm arranging my desk here so I can balance this tree on there. Owie. All right. So I'm thinking put a little glue on here and then just take this and let it touch the glue and let it dry and then wrap it around a couple times and glue it to make a little stopper. That's what I'm thinking. So let's Let's see. Oh, you know what? I should probably put something under that. Let's get some wax paper. I think the glue would come off on my desktop, but why risk it? Why risk it? Of course, my wax paper will float all around too. All right, I think I'm set up now. So I want to take my glue gun. Oh, wait, let me get my paper ready. And my, all right. And so I just want to put a little on here. Right in there. And then I want to take my paper, hook it on there, and I don't want to get my fingers burnt. Squeeze it down a little. And then just kind of wrap this around a couple times and glue it again. And let's get a scissors here. Oh, it's not sticking. I'm pulling it off. I don't know, I might have to re-glue that. It dried before let me curl this some more and cut it. Yeah, this dried while I was trying to figure things out. All right, let's try this again. I'm afraid to touch it. And this should be enough of a stopper, little ledge in there formed by the paper to keep this from floating down. I guess I should have cut it back a little. Look, it's, I don't know if I'm going to get it to, my left hand's in the way. Yeah. Don't know if I have enough because I don't know if the glue gun for this is the solution. Ouchie. Once I get it there, it's okay. It's getting it there. No, is it gonna hold it? You will see. And then I want to bring this down and glue it right in place there. Now I might have to tip it up a little. Put that up there. And I'm going to put glue around the base of the piece that I just put on the paper. You can't see that because it's underneath of this paper, but I'm putting glue. And then I'm going to push this paper down and hopefully it will shape up there. And I'll have to shape this. And I want to get it glued first. Now, I guess I don't mind it being a little saggy. Let's put some more glue on this up here. Yeah, the glue sticks aren't long enough for me. Now I'm going to put another piece of paper on here so this won't show. I just want it to kind of hold that paper in. Should have had my paper the other way. Lesson learned, because it's folding down, but that's okay. So now let's take one of these 1-inch pieces, and not so long, and maybe about like that. Of course, I got the glue on the end of it. And I'm rolling it on my brush here just to curl it. And we're going to wrap this. Let's see if I can't do it here without tipping it. I'm afraid to touch it. I know I need those finger things. I got some, they're just not out. It is warm. Yeah, come on. It's hard to do underneath of the camera because the thing wants to hit the camera. Let's see if I can't bend these up a little. I'll have cotton batting on the underneath here where the styrofoam is. All right, I'm going to wrap it around. Needs to be tighter. Oh, my phone is in the way. Let's see, I'm going to try to glue it back here first. The trouble is, my glue gun is on the wrong side of the desk because that's where the plug-in is. Can get this glued here first, then I can glue, it'll hold it while I'm gluing the top part. All right, now let me turn this a little, and then I'm going to glue this in here. And this won't show. I'm afraid to touch it. I have to peel all the glue off of my paintbrush and bone folder. That's pretty good. Now this piece, I'm going to make sure I have the folds right so that they point up. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because one fold goes up here and one fold goes down. Let's see if I can fold it this way. Get them folds going the same way. Like this, so the branches kind of go up. Now I'm going to have to come way up at the top and push it down over the bamboo. Now I'm going to put some glue. I'm going to put some glue along in here and then push this down like that. Oh, that's going to be a pretty tree. I wish this were folded a little different, but I'll probably put ornaments or something on there. So let me push this up. And I'm sorry if you guys can't see what I'm doing. It's kind of hard underneath the camera, but I'm putting glue on the top of that paper roll that I put on there as a stopper. Oops. I'm just putting glue up at the top. It's going to kind of ooze down a little, but I don't mind that. It's not going to show. And then I'm going to push this down, and I think I'll put some more glue up on the top here. I'm going to turn it around a little if I can. And I don't want to touch it with my glue is hot and stringy. it's not set. I'm messing with it while it's not set. Let's see. Let me get these paintbrushes out of the way now. I'm not using those. I guess we'll leave it like that. It doesn't have to be perfect. I might go in and try to... This one's in there pretty good now. This one's still drying. I like how these kind of curve up. This one curves down, but that's okay. All right, so now let's curl another piece. Got to get stuff out of the way here. Let's curl one of these pages here. Make little stoppers and then slide them onto the dial. Well, that's kind of what I'm doing, but Leah, it's hard. If it was a smooth dial, that would work. But this dial, this is a bamboo. If it was a smooth dowel, that would work fine. But this has little bamboo things in there, and it's hard to slide a tube over them. I'd rather do it this way. They fit better this way, I think. We all have our own ways of doing things, which is good. But I think putting them on like this works better than trying to slip a tube, a little tube bead down there. Stopper. I don't know, this might be a little, we'll see. So all I did was roll this paper up on my end of my paintbrush so that it has that natural curl. Leah suggested using the bone folder, and that got me to using the dials, the paintbrush. So thank you, Leah. And then we're going to fit that on here. Now, look, before I do that, let's get another piece out. And this piece is going to go this way now. I went this way and this way. Now I'm going to go this way, kind of like a asterisk. I'm going to use one here. So let me reach up here and bring it down to the... See, it's got these little bamboo nodes on it. Alrighty. And that kind of... you guys can't see me put the piece on. Let me just move this up. That paper will get in the way. You can't see me what I'm doing here. So I'm just putting a little bit of glue on the bamboo here. Well, a little bit, a little lot. And I'm going to let that... I don't like that. Maybe I should have used the other end, but here I am. Move that down. I used the wrong end. I used the end that wasn't as curly. But maybe it'll be okay. Yeah. It's hard to do under the camera because the camera, the pole keeps bumping the camera. Let me wrap this around a couple times, several times. Got the... I And I'm wrapping it as tight as I can. It's not totally tight, but the glue will fall down in there. If I were doing this alone, I think I would stand up and get a better, wouldn't have to worry about the camera. Now I've figured out that if I put glue about an inch away from my ending and let that dry, and then I can do the ending, that seems to work. So let's do that. Of course, my wax paper is sliding down my desk. And we'll just let that hold on to it for a minute. And, well, I guess it glued that too, so I guess I'm good there. Maybe I don't feel like I'm good. Let's put a little bit more in there. That's good. I think I'm going to like this tree. I'll have to have a pretty big box to store this in, but I think I have one. All right, now I'm just going to glue this down. So I'm going to put glue around the base here of the top of the stopper on the bottom underside, and then bring my paper down. Right like this, I think. Right like that. I didn't fold my paper. Doggone it, I kept... Oh well, we'll just have it be what it is. And let's glue the top side here. Kind of fills in the spaces. And this won't show. There we go. And you guys are getting you're seeing it pretty close up. Because I can't move my camera up any further. While this is kind of drying, I'm going to refold these so that they point up. I want them, this one kind of sags down that way. This side, these point up. But what I'm doing is I'm refolding them like this. And that way they'll point up for me. It'll look pretty with a cotton batting underneath. Get my icicles on there. I was thinking about making some tiny felt redbirds. Just real tiny ones, maybe, oh, an inch. Maybe not even an inch, 3/4 of an inch. Redbirds out of felt, just kind of cut them out silhouette style. I thought they'd be pretty. They used hearts. I got this out of the Somerset magazine. The idea to do this out of the Somerset. See, now this will point, the branches will push up that way instead of, or as much as I can. Okay, let's do another inch one. I might have to put another glue stick in. Let it get softened. Let me put another glue stick in my bag. I mean, from the bag into the glue gun. It's not quite there yet, but... And let's trim off a piece of this. And I'm going to put it over here for now. My glue gun out of the way. And let's wrap the paper. an inch. Now the bottom one I have 1.5 inches on the very bottom, but about 1 inch is about the space in between. And I know you guys are just getting a top-down view. You're not getting a real good view. Let me curl this paper. I'm going to curl both ends this time. Learn my lesson on the last one. Alrighty, that should be enough. And I think I can, let's put some glue on the end here. And I might have to rearrange these a little if I can. This one looks like it's kind of sagging down on me. Needs to be bent up a little. That's because I didn't. All right, so the next one, let's see. Let me fold it. I thought I folded one. I did. Right here. Let me put it up at the top and figure out what way I want to. What way I want to put it. I think like this. And it'll come down a little bit more, but I need to put the glue on first. The stopper on. Yeah, it's not ready to go in there yet. This heat gun is such a light thing, it wants to tip over because the cord is short. Yeah, get in there. I'm afraid of burning my fingers. You really need more space when you do this. My camera's right above here, so I can't move this in the center of my desk. That's why I'm kind of working off over to the side. And any gaps in here I'll fill with glue. That'll just build more of a ledge to rest my next paper on. Now I'm leaving about, an inch or so, and then I'm going to glue it here, and that'll hold it while I glue the end of it. I found that works really well. Ouchie. It's hot. So kind of let that get settled in there. And then I'll turn it and glue the end of it. And like, see, you can hardly see. Well, you see them in there. If you look for them, you'll see them. But the center of these don't show very much, so any glue dripping down and all of that isn't going to matter. Now, if I wanted to be real picky, I could take white yarn and wrap around there and maybe cover up some of the seams, or take cheesecloth or something and put in there. But I don't think anybody's going to peek under the branches. Well, they might if they want to see how it's made. So this is my first time doing this, so you always learn doing this stuff. All right, so now I'm going to put glue up at the top here. And maybe I could put this glue stick in now. It's ready for one. Glue up at the top here. And all around it. And bring this down on top. And it's got that bamboo node in there that is there. And I think I want it more out this way, like this. And let's put glue in here. And my glue stick is needing some help here. And anything glue job in here, you know, it's not going to show. Alrighty. We'll just let that dry a little while I curve the others. Let me put it at a side view so you guys can see what's going on here a little better. It's looking like that. And you can see inside of there. I might take, whoops, this isn't going to stay. Let me push that down a little. I'll have to let that dry a little before I tip it. Of course, I got stuff over here that's catching. Alrighty. Yeah. All right. Let's curl this other one. That's too big. What did I do with the other pieces here? We got one more. Oh, we got three more big ones. I don't know. Maybe I'll cut some smaller ones. Maybe I'll try to take a couple of those big ones and make them smaller. I don't know if I can or not. Because I think I got 1, 2, I've only got 4 on there. I was counting on 6 big ones, but that would take it up to about here. Well, that's about a third of the way up. But by the time you get decorations on it, what time is it? Let me come out and look at chat. It's 8 o'clock. Let me come out and look at chat, see what you guys are telling me. I'm in my own world here. Janet Nash. Hi, Janet. Good morning. She says, oh, this looks fun, Meri. Janet, I saw your owls. They are so cute. Your little paper, are they paper? They are so cute. I'm going, oh, no, Janet's getting me starting on birds again. Good morning, Janet Nash. Let's see, what else is going on out here? They're all saying good morning to Janet. There's Joyce Boring. Hi, Joyce. Good morning to you. I haven't seen you come in. Leah says, I need to pick the glue strings off the leaf. She said she didn't know it was bamboo. Yeah, it's bamboo. I should have made the extra effort to go find some round dowels, but I went to the gardening because that's where they used to have the dowels. And she said, we don't have them here anymore. We have this bamboo. And my brother was with me, and I didn't want to have to go clear back to the back of the store to where the building supply was to find dowels. So I just said, well, what I don't use, I've only used a half of one bamboo stick, but the bamboo sticks will work for garden stakes for my cherry tomatoes next year, because they're nice and strong. Let's see, what else is going on? Becky said, I found a stack of Christmas cards and postcards that I can send out this year, so I won't have to make any. Becky's cards are beautiful, let me tell you. I think the only cards I'm going to send out, I got some special people that I want to send to, that people that have, supported me. Dee Dee sent me, I want to send to Dee Dee and Becky. They'll get cards from me. You all support me. But I made those wreaths. I've got 40 of them. And I think I'll probably save back about 6 of them for, like I said, for people I know I want to send to. And I think I'll just tuck Christmas cards in there, and that might be all I get done. All right. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. You might get some New Year cards, though. Look, it's tipping on me. It kind of tipped. Can I push it up a little? Yeah. I'll have to shape it a little after because it's so hard to do this under the camera. So now we're going to put another piece on here. And I actually do think I'm going to leave about 2 inches and then wrap the other, well, maybe not 2, because maybe right to there. Well, maybe 1.5 inches. Now see, here's the bamboo node right here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it kind of gets in the way. So we're just going to put some hot glue there. I'm going to take my paper and leave about 1.5 inches here so that I can wrap. And we'll just kind of let that dry a little so that I can wrap this way. And let me turn it. It's hard to turn with all my stuff over here. Let me turn it this way. And you guys are probably getting a better view of it than I am, because you're looking top down. And all right, and I'll put some glue in here. Kind of come around. Ouchie. It's hot. It's hot right through the paper. Let's see if I can't get that stuck on there. I need more space. These things are getting in my way over here. There. Once I get a round done, then it's pretty easy to wrap. Sort of. And the little branches are getting in my way. Now I'm going to do the same thing about 1.5 inches away. I'm going to glue it down and let that hold it while I glue the end. need more on that. And any gaps in there I'll fill with glue. And I'll have to get all the glue off of my, it peels off after it dries, off of my score tool here. Probably could peel it off now. See, it just peels right off. Now, let's kind of push this up a little. These papers over here are in the way. I lost my napkin that was under there. Alrighty, so now I'm ready for another piece here that kind of got bent, but that's okay. Trees aren't perfect. And let me fold this so that it goes the right way. At least has, this is the torn one. Well, it looks like I tore two of them. Tore it right in there, but I think it's still usable. Now I could take, after I get this all done, if I want these leaves pointing up, I could take a smaller brush. Grab one here. And grab a hold of these and kind of curl these up a little if I wanted. You know, I'll work with it after I get it all put together. I'll pull it this way a little more. I'm bumping my camera. I'm so sorry. So now we're ready to put another branch on. And I think I want it to go this way. I think. Let me put it on up here. Getting them over the nodes is the challenge. So I turned my thing on my, I don't want it to go, I want it to go more like that. All right, so let's put it up out of my way. And oh, I had so much I wanted to get done this morning. Here I am doing this tree, but I did want to work on my tree. And we went through some of my stash this morning. Now, all this glue that's kind of oozing down, I don't mind that. It's all going to be on the inside, and it's kind of filling up the gaps there. Now, is that the way I wanted it? More like that, I think. More like this. I turn it, so yeah, I think that's good. And let's put some glue on the inside here. I'm just about done with the large ones. I think I got one more. I think I'll try to cut those other two that I have two more over on my other desk, but I think I'll try to make them smaller ones. Because I'm about halfway up I'm about halfway up. Some more glue over in here. Take my tool and press it down on it. I don't want it down too far. Now I'm just going to let that dry while I get my next round done. Maybe I'll come out and look more at chat. I got sidetracked on my chat. I want to thank you all for coming in and spending Friday morning with me. I'll probably only go until 9 o'clock this morning. Thank you, Kimberly. Becky's saying that she's going to stream today at 11:30, I believe, Eastern time. She's making a cat, I believe. I haven't seen her Wednesday video yet. Hello to Leslie. Janet, please tell her for me. Janet said, okay, I will do. We love watching you crochet. Aw. Becky says, ugh, I think the keys are a mess on this laptop as well. The motherboard is going. The keys are a mess. Becky, I think you're in for a new one. Hint, hint, huh? Janet says, Joyce, good morning. It's lovely to see you. I think that's Joyce Boring, and I think I'm caught up with you there, but I don't know if I went up any further. Leah says, I like that the bottom one is going down and the rest are going up. Oh, yeah, the paper stoppers are kind of my idea. I'm not sure how they did it in, I'll have to check and read the article to see, because I just looked at the picture. I'm not sure how they put those branches on. Their branches were die cut, so she may, and they were smaller, so she may not have had the same problem that I'm having. And she probably used a dowel instead of a bamboo stick. We all do our own thing according to what we have at hand. This paper I've had, this is mixed media paper. I've had it in a pad. I didn't like the pad because it's got the sprockets on it, and I don't care for that. I'd rather have a bound book or a book in a ring, a wire bound, or a bound journal, or I bind my own. So the paper I'm just using, and it's pretty good paper. It's a nice strong paper. Arlene says the lower branches on most trees are curved down. Well, good. I accidentally got it, huh? Accidentally. Someone gave me a beautiful rosary. It said that was for me to cut up and use for crafts. I can't cut it up. Isn't that the way it goes? I get beautiful books and I can't cut them up. Even when I get duplicates. I have, I think, 3 or 4 books of those American We books, or We America, that have the shadow boxes on the front. I kept finding them at the thrift stores and the Goodwills. I think I got a couple at Goodwill, and I think I got one at the antique mall. And I don't know where I got the other one. I think I have 4 of them. And I disassembled one, but I can't. They're, I got duplicates and I still can't cut them up. Let's see. Becky said, I found a stack of Christmas cards, so she's not going to have to make cards. They're saying good morning to Joyce. Let me go on up. Leah says, recipe for homemade permanent fabric stiffener. 1 tablespoon of wood glue or PVA glue to 1 cup of water. I might do that. What I put on there was Mod Podge. Now, the one I showed this morning, I think that was the first one I did, and I might have got that Mod Podge on too thick. I have 2 others, but they're out in the other room, and I'm going to check them and see if they are I put them on a little bit thinner, and I think that might have worked better. So if I'm happy with those, I'll probably go ahead and use my Mod Podge. And I might thin it with a little bit of water. That's a good recipe, Leah. Let me pin that message. If I can. Well, we got go to channel pin message. There's Leah gave a recipe for a homemade permanent fabric stiffener. 1 tablespoon of wood glue or PVA glue. And 1 cup of water. Was that it? 1 cup of water to 1 cup of water. You have to be careful about what kind of wood glue you get, because some of that wood glue is a amber color to kind of fill in the wood. All right, I think that's pretty good. So I got 1 more to put on here, and then I think I'll cut the small ones, and I think I'll quit on the the tree for a while and cut the small ones. Quit on this part. So I'm getting tired. I can do so much of this, you guys, and I get bored. I get bored. I want to move on. All right, I'm curling the edges here. Let me do that kind of off camera. Let's see what else is going on out there. Ruth popped in. They're saying hi to Ruth. I never saw where Ruth came in, but I see where everybody's saying hello to her. And we're back to where Becky said I had some basket material, and she said that could be for caning chairs. It might be. I don't know. I got it at the thrift store. All right. Janet Nash says Becky's cat is getting huge. Kathy Whitney, Becky says, Kathy Whitney used a smaller hook, and her cat is smaller than the width of a sheet of paper. Mine would be even bigger if I had the size L hook the pattern calls for. I'm using a K hook. I'm going to have to go see what those cats are all about. I completely missed it. Yeah, just like I need another project. Yeah. We'll get her all done eventually. I want to concentrate on my December daily. Happy December 1st. I know you are all out there getting ready for Christmas, or enjoy the holiday. Even if you're not getting ready for it, just take some time, go drink a cup of tea. All right, I think that's pretty curly. Let's go ahead, and I've got one left here. While that's still drying, I got one more here to put on. And let me fold it so that it's pointy. And I think I can kind of work with these papers here and curl these a little too. Although they do kind of curl on their own just because they're paper, but I want to point these to have the same fold. When you fold them into quarters, the folds are going different ways. And I want them all to go up, not half up and half down. I'll have to remember that when I make the smaller ones. Yeah. I think it's a little harder at the point here to make them go up. But that's okay. Alrighty. So let's put this on. And I'm just gonna swoosh some hot glue here. Well, I guess it's gonna go right here. And kind of get this down first. And swoosh it around and put some more hot glue on here. I don't want to touch that. My desk is kind of slanty too. So if you see the tree slanting, my desk is kind of at a slant, my tabletop. And just wrap it around. Curling that paper really helped Leah, because it wraps better. This is poster board that I'm using for the stopper. It's not mixed media paper, so it's a little bit stiffer. And I have another use for this poster board. I found it while I was cleaning out. All right, I'm going to put some glue in here. I found it when I was cleaning. I thought, oh, that's just what I need. I was going to buy some. What did I forget yesterday? I forgot something. I remembered my mouthwash, though. I kept forgetting my mouthwash. What did I forget yesterday? And I said, oh, polyester thread. Now, Becky said JP Coats is cotton with a polyester coating. So this thread I have, ooh, that was steaming hot. This thread that I have may have a polyester coating to it. And it may work. Except I got red. I also, my fabric that I got there, my fabric sample is gray. But yesterday I picked up the same out of some red, and I thought that might work for Christmas. But I want to get everything else done before I play with those, so I might take a snippet of that thread. And then I found some fabric on sale, $6 fabric that was 50% off, and it's a red plaid, and it's got deers printed on it, big deers. And I'll do that maybe tonight. This is Friday. Maybe I want to wrap it around bulbs and kind of make some. Our tree is going to be a Hallmark tree, but Meri mixes stuff up. I can't settle with just one theme. My brother, he saw that I got some of his woodland things out, but they're about the size of his Hallmark. I think those Hallmark ornaments are kind of small for our tree, but that's just me, you know. I told my brother that, and he just looked at me like, what do you want me to do? Go buy 100 more larger ones? $15 or $20 a piece for them. I'm getting down to the end of this glue stick. Probably more than that now. Let me put this paper on up here. Let's see. I think I'll put it like this. I think that'll go. And just kind of fit it on there. And now I'm going to have to put another glue stick in there. And let's kind of, oops, you don't want to get it going the way I want it going here. There, I think I'll just leave it. And you guys can't see because I moved it out of frame. Now, I think I'm going to quit with the glue gunning for now. Well, maybe I'll leave that in because I have something else I want to do. I'm just going to set this aside and, well, all right then, lay that way for a minute. See, here's how it looks this way. But you won't see that unless you're eye level with it. I'm going to set this aside and just let it dry. Oh, it's going to be a pretty tree. When I get decorations on there, they're going to be white. Most of them. I'm thinking about some red felt birds because I ran across a whole bunch of felt the other day. Red felt. I'm going to set that behind me. I have literally no way to get out of here. All right, I want to leave this glue gun out for a minute because I want to do something else with that poster board. And what time is it? It's almost 8:30. It's 8:23. So I'll probably just work with this until I'm done. I'm only going to be on till 9. But I have over here another sheet of poster board. 2 more sheets. 3 more sheets. I got quite a bit of poster board. Bought a couple packages. I think it had 5 sheets in it. Yeah, I'm grabbing for one here. Come on. And they're rectangular in shape, the papers. And I want mine to be square. So, let me fold it like so. And I don't think it'll matter, but I'm just going to kind of make a mark here and cut it. A mark. I need to make a mark. I don't have anything to make a mark with. Where's here? Right there. Should do it. And let's see, how many inches is that? Boy, that doesn't look square. No, I guess it is, though. Now, let me see. Let me get my tape measure out. You guys can't see what I'm doing here, I don't think, but my ruler. That is... Oh, I got centimeters. I have to do the American inches thing. That's all my brain is used to. That's 13 3/4 inch. So let's mark. (13 and 15, 14, 13. I think right here. And that should meet up pretty good with this one. Doesn't have to be perfect. And let me cut this. Feels like I got 2 of them. 2 of them is good, though. I'll cut 2 of them at once. I'm just going to cut it by hand. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be a square, something like a square. I'm just cutting on my line here till I get a smaller piece. Put those over there. And I did have 2. And I'm going to make a cone. Let's see, we'll roll it into a cone. And that's why I'm keeping my glue gun out. Come on, roll up. Maybe a 12-inch square would have been better. But I just used the length of the paper to... All right, that's good. That's good. Now, hopefully, if I put some glue on this, and I don't mind there being a little gap at the top, we'll fill that in. Let's put some glue right in here. Put it on here. I want to put my finger on it. And you guys have guessed it's going to be a tree. Let's glue this down a little bit better here. And it doesn't matter if it gets messy because it's all going to be covered up. All right, so let's try to get this level, maybe. Get my eyes up there where I can see it. And a little more off of here. All right. And I don't mind it having a big hole up here. You could make that into a smaller cone, but I'll take care of that with something else. So now I have this rotten thread. And what do you do with rotten thread? Let me find the piece that I started. It's here. I could make a whole forest of trees out of this. It's twisted up here. Let me get it untwisted. Where does it come in at? It comes in here. Underneath. Yeah. All right. So let me unroll this. And what I'm going to do, and I don't think I even need hot glue for this. I'll start it with hot glue, but I think I'll use regular glue after I get started with it because this is a pretty thin thread. It's not like a rope. But it's a way to use up this. Let me just put a dab of hot glue here. And we'll just, the thread is rotten. I'm so disappointed in it. And let's even this out a little here too. Up here. That's a little better. It's not perfect, but it doesn't have to be perfect. And then I guess I could use hot glue. The only trouble is this glue gun is gonna be an issue here. I pulled it right off. Let me get out the other glue. This glue gun and the cord is not working for me. So let me unplug my glue gun. And of course, it's unplugged. Is my camera still plugged in? No, everything came unplugged. No, my camera's still plugged in. My, no wonder it wasn't sticking. All right, let's let that glue gun cool off a little. Put it in a safe spot. And let's just use some Aleene's tacky glue here. I think it will work better. And I'm going to get rid of the wax paper. It's bothering me because it's floating around my desk. I might need the paper towel. I'll just use some Aleene's tacky glue. That didn't hold it all up here. I didn't have it. I was moving it around. All right. Let me get some tacky. I like Aleene's stuff. What did I do with it? Here it is. Let me reach for it. Oh, I knocked something down. Varnish. Let me pick that up. And I use a dowel or a glue stick on this. Let me get this worked out here a little more. All right, I think I have this. And let's grab this. And some up here to get it started. And find the start of this. And I can't pull too tight on this or it'll break. It will break. Yeah, I don't have it around the... And I might have to go around a couple times. I don't mind that because I've got so much here. Alrighty. Let's put some more down this way. And it might be a little crooked. I don't mind that either. Can you guys see what I'm doing? I think you can. So if you got rotten thread like I do, I'm really disappointed that Goodwill would put this out. I wouldn't have minded them putting it out, but they put it in a package and they sealed the package. So you didn't know till you got it home that the thread was not good. And I think that was a little deceptive. And I guess maybe the person who put it in there should have checked it, but maybe they didn't. But I can't excuse them for that either, because I can just pull this thread apart. But this is a good use for it. I might have to give it more than one layer. There's always a use for rotten thread. You wouldn't want to sew or crochet. You wouldn't want to use this for any of your projects as far as needlework, because it would just ruin it. You'd put all that work in there and yep. You get all that work on it and then it would fall apart on you. And I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to put in up here. I don't want to, I'll probably put some sort of a star or a snowflake up there, a dimensional one, because I don't want a pom-pom. A bulb, maybe. Tonight, I think I'm going to work on my December daily, and maybe I'll cover some of those bulbs with that fabric I was telling you about that I got on sale. And I think I'm going to, well, we'll see what I'm going to do with it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it as far as tying it. I might just tie it up with jute. I don't know, or yarn or string. We'll see. I'm not going to tie it with this, that's for sure. So I want to thank you all for spending a Friday morning with me. This is Friday. Becky said she's going to come on at 11:30. Stacy Catitude, that's 11:30 Eastern. Stacy Catitude comes on daily at 10 o'clock Eastern. And does Lena come on today? Let me check. Let me check my schedule. The ones I don't know. Lena comes on at Friday at noon Eastern. Lena is Miss Linux 210. She'll be on. Stacy Catitude comes on at 10 Eastern. Becky's going to come on at 11:30 Eastern. Barb Owen comes on at 2 Eastern. I think that's all for folks that... Oh, no, Shannon, Art Junkie, said she's coming on at 3 p.m. Eastern here. She might watch for those folks. I will be back tonight at 7:30 Central. And I'm going to work on my December daily and those bulbs. That's probably all I'll get done. I need to stiffen those wreaths. That may not take too long to do that. Although once I get started, it always takes me longer than I think. Yeah, I put my finger in that glue. Just like this, because I'm trying to be careful that I get this pretty even. I'll probably put another layer on it. I'll probably put another layer because I want it to be, and I got plenty. I've got plenty. Now, over the holiday, let's talk about the Streamathon. The New Year's Streamathon starts December 31st. It's real. I think it was originally the New Year Eve Streamathon because we watched the New Year come in over the different time zones. I think it hits Australia first. The New Year hits Australia first, and then New York and Central Time. New York is Eastern Time Zone, and then the Central Time Zone, Mountain, Pacific, and I think there's another time zone after that. I don't know if it's going into the wee hours this year or not. Wee hours of the morning is really kind of the hardest to get people to stream because everybody's in bed. After they welcome in 2024, they're tired. But if you're interested, if you are doing streams, and if you're interested in streaming, get with Raul Reynolds. I have a post. I need to update the link to that post. Hopefully when he updates it, I have a post out there on my community tab. Arlene dropped a link earlier. I don't know if she's still in here. To Raul's community tab. Raul Reynolds and Miriam MMW are hosting the Streamathon this year. And let me tell you, that's a job to get everybody lined up. All right, I'm going to have to get some more thread out here. Let's see. I might have to snip some of this thread because it's in a twist. Or I might be able to get it off. It's kind of hard to handle. Now I'm getting enough off here. And this is going to take me some time. I won't do this all on. I'm just doing it now to fill in my till 9 o'clock. I'll have to finish this offline. And then we'll decorate it when I get it done. I'm thinking I have some stuff I can put on here. You really don't need much decorations for these cone trees. And you usually have a trio of 3 of them. I need to vacuum out in the living room. When my brother put up the tree, it had pine cones stuck in it, and they're kind of disintegrating on the floor. This thread is really weak in here. I don't want to pull too tight on it. This thread was not worth $7, even with this amount. It was not worth it. If it were the Goodwill that was closer to me, I would take it back in and show them. Say, do not put stuff out like this. Or if you put it out, don't seal it. They sealed it, so you couldn't tell what you were getting. Which I thought was, maybe it was just somebody who didn't know any better, but it seems a little deceptive to me. If I would have known this thread was this weak, I would not have bought it. It's not worth $7. I may have bought it for 50 cents. Because I can just take it. It's okay for a project like this, where I'm just wrapping it around this cone. Could make a snowman out of it too. I have plenty. I don't think I could make pom-poms. I would have to glue it down on paper. We'll see. I don't need a whole lot of Christmas decoration. But if I got it, I might as well use it, right? Let's put some more glue on this. Use up what's on my stick. I like to make Christmas decorations. I think that's one of the things, well, I like to celebrate the spirituality of Christmas. That's what it's all about. But I've always enjoyed doing, every year I try to do something different, some type of a new craft for Christmas. I don't know what I did last year. Let me get some more out here. One year I crocheted snowflakes. That was long ago. Made those angels, coffee filter angels. I made a swag out of them. I found that when I was getting out the Christmas decorations. I might put those up in here. Put my evergreen swag up in the living room. So this is the weekend. Tomorrow's Saturday. You guys got plans? I'm going to be home. I want to work on my tatting. I want to, hopefully we'll have the tree up. But I still have cleaning to get done. All of those kit boxes that I made, those white boxes, I have 20 of them. I'm going to take those upstairs, and that'll make more room down here. So that needs to be done. We have a bookshelf to build. Get my books. This needs to be filled in more here. It's kind of slanting. It's all right, though. Kind of doesn't have to be perfect. So that's kind of what I'm going to work on this weekend. Work on my tatting. I want to work on that trim that I'm making. I showed it earlier. And then Sunday afternoon, we're having a special tatting class. We got a guy who's coming in who's going to show us how to tat a helix. Now, I haven't seen the pattern. I don't know. A helix to me is kind of a spiral shape. So, but for the shuttle tatters, they say they need 8 shuttles and 4 colors of yarn. Oh, dear. And I will probably watch it before I attempt it, because I have found on those patterns where all these advanced tatters can do it up really good, I have to do it even with those Celtic, not Celtic, Celtic knots, hearts that I'm working on. I'm going to do another one of those. I'm having to learn how to shape the knot right. The tatting's fine. My tatting works good. It's a simple tat. It's not a complicated tatting, but for some reason or another, I don't have it threaded right. So I need to work that out. I want to do a couple of those. But even on some of these simple projects, I have to do them 3 or 4 times before I'm happy with them. And that's just like with me with drawing too. I draw a picture or a portrait to kind of get the feel of it, and then I have to go in and I got 10 minutes. I can do another. I have to, after I draw it a couple times, it actually starts, I'm actually happier with it. So I found even on my beginning tatting pieces, if I do it the first time to figure it out, and then the second and third times, it looks better. But I'm getting so that I natal tat pretty good now. The tatting, I mean, even and my tension and all that. Shadow tatting, I'm still struggling with a little. But if you've needle tatted, it's kind of making the, unless you're, you know, unless you're very, what do you call it, ambidextrous. I have, for me, it's not that I don't understand what I should do. It's not figuring out what I should do. It's making my hands do what they need to do. It's getting that, getting my fingers to move the way I want them to move. And it's left hand. My right hand's pretty good, but the left hand doesn't always want to cooperate. So I'm still kind of, but I'm determined. I watched a movie, a young boy, and this was like it was either World War I or World War II. And him and his sister were German, but a minister over here in Oregon in the States, I guess they lost their parents, and he took them in over in Oregon. Well, they wouldn't let him play basketball. He was what, 14 or 15? He was younger than the others, and they wouldn't let him play because he was German. You know, we were at war with Germany back then. And, but he wanted to play. He was determined he was going to be a basketball player. So he rigged up an apple basket and took his piece of garment, I don't know if it was his coat or something, it was some sort of a garment, and made a ball out of it. It didn't bounce, but he could aim for the basket with it. And he practiced and practiced and practiced until he could shoot those baskets good. And his sister had a piece of jewelry that belonged to her mother. Their parents were killed over in the war. And she had a piece of jewelry that belonged to her mother. Well, she sold that piece of jewelry so that she could get him a basketball. And that worked for a while until some mean boy came along and took a pitchfork to the basketball. How mean can people be? But anyway, he kept practicing, and he would even go to the school where the teacher was. This is, I don't know if I saw it on YouTube or Netflix. I can't remember. I think it was a YouTube movie. And I saw it online. But he inspired me so much because I was struggling with my shadow tatting. And I watched this movie of this young boy. Despite all he had going against him, he kept practicing. And I said, I'm going to get inspired by that, and I'm not going to give up. And I think that's all I need. I need to learn this hand motion in here when you flip those stitches. And, you know, I know what I need to do. It's making my hands obey. And that just takes practice and practice and practice. And I've even wrote me a little mantra. In 5 years, I'm going to be able to shuttle tat and shuttle tat nice. So I've set me a goal. I'm not trying to say a year or 2 years. I'm going to give myself 5 years. So 5 years from now, I want to be able to make shuttle tat as well as I can needle tat. Needle tatting's no problem for me because I crochet a lot. If you crochet and do needlework, you can even Tunisian crochet, because you're just wrapping that thread around the needles, all you're doing. And you only have one stitch to learn, one basic stitch. And needle tatting is very easy to pick up. I'm going to do more than one layer of this, but I think I'm going to get down to the end of my glue here and stop for the morning. But we'll just keep layering this thread around here until we get a nice tree. And of course you see the hole up above. Let me put the lid back on my glue. And I don't know if I'll get into this again today or not, because I've got other stuff I need to get done. Let's come out and see what's going on in chat. I want to thank you all for spending your Friday morning with me. Muscle memory. Yes, Becky. Let's see. Just read. Yes, prayers for Stacy and Pam. Let's go back and see what's going on. Leah, that was stressful. Leah said, my surgery got postponed until January. Leah, what kind of surgery are you having? Let's see. I hope all goes well, Pam. We'll be praying. Pam, Stitch It Pam says, I will be home this weekend. Prep for my surgery on Monday. I won't lie, I'm nervous. Prayers are welcome. Can you tell us what kind of surgery you're having? Let's stop a moment. I know Pam believes very much in prayer. And boy, do I identify with the nervous. I know when I had that cataract surgery, especially if you've never gone through it before. And yeah, my heart goes out to her. Let's see, who else? Pam, and who else is having? Teresa. Let's see, what Teresa, was she in here? Oh, Janet said, I was going to say pom-poms. And Mary said, I don't want to put pom-pom on top. Whoops. Becky said, I just pop a hole in the bag where they can't see me. I'm so bad. I should have done that. Popped a hole in here and see what I had. I don't know if I would have tried to break the thread, though. But if I was bad like Becky, I might have. Okay, let's take a moment and close here. Father God, I pray for Pam as she's prepping this weekend for her surgery on Monday. It's hard not to be stressed about it. And just pray, Lord, that you would speak to Pam's heart all through the weekend. Remind her that you are with her. You'll be with her during the surgery. And just calm her thoughts, Lord. It's so stressful. And we just ask that you would, whatever surgery she's having, that you know our bodies, you made us, you created us, and you know us inside and out, you know us physical and spiritual. And we thank you, Lord, that you are the great healer. And we pray that you would be with her doctors while she's going through the surgery. And but most of all, Lord, we just pray that you would be with her this weekend and comfort her thoughts. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. And Teresa went through a surgery, and I missed what Teresa, I think it turned out okay because I saw her online, but I missed if she told us anything. There's Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Lisa says, I'm sick right now. I'm so happy to see Meri on. Lisa. Oh, Lisa, I hope you get better. Lisa's not feeling well. Lisa, my eclectic life. Art Junkie is at 3 p.m. Eastern, Becky says. So Lena's coming on. Stacy Catitude. Becky will be on at 11:30. Watch for Barb Owen this afternoon. Barb Owen comes on. Is it 2 p.m. Eastern? I think. And Stacy Art Junkie comes on at 3 p.m. Eastern, and I'll be back tonight at 7:30 Central. I'm going to work on my December daily and those bulbs tonight is what I'm planning. And maybe I'll even work on this tree a little bit more toward the end, because this gets kind of boring just watching people build a wrap tree around a cone, wrap thread around the cone. But I think it's going to be a good use for this rotten thread. So thank you all for coming in, watching me build my tree, watching me sort through my stash. Maybe I'll just grab a screen print off of whatever, find something in my video after it processes for my thumbnail. So have a great Friday. It's 9 o'clock. Have a great Friday, and I will see you later tonight. Bye, everybody.